Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today we have a very special video because it's sponsored by Manscaped. I'm happy to say that this video is sponsored by Manscaped.com. I'm excited to be one of the first people to get their hands on the Lawnmower 3.0 body trimmer. This is a water-resistant body trimmer with advanced skin-safe technology. It really is an absolute joy to use. From its small LED flashlight to its low noise, it is absolutely a joy to use and safe as well. I'll never get that arm hair back. I have no fears of nicking myself with this, but it's important to say, slow and steady wins the race. But Manscaped doesn't just specialize in trimmers. They have things like ball deodorant and ball toner. Basically a body spray for your balls and deodorant for your balls. That's pretty self-explanatory. When you put deodorant under your arms, why not put it in the parts of your body that could really use it? I've been using these products for multiple days now, and I do have to give them my seal of approval. Oh yeah, and you get 2 free gifts if you purchase the Perfect Package 3.0, the Shed travel case, which is very sexy, and these anti-chafing boxer briefs, which I must say, I wouldn't mind if Manscaped paid me in these. These are fantastic. They have lots of products at Manscaped.com, from razors to nose trimmers to these floor mats so you don't make a mess when you're grooming yourself. It's fantastic. Now, if you don't think there's any point in grooming below your waist, that's fine. Manscaped has something for you. You won't find it on their website, though. It's free. And right now, you can get 20% off and free shipping if you go to manscaped.com and use the code ONEBOOM at checkout. Again, that's 20% off plus free shipping with code ONEBOOM at checkout. This thing is phenomenal. I absolutely love this product. I've seen so many of their ads online, and I'm glad I finally reached out to them, and I'm so glad they reached out to me. Just keep in mind that the best bang for your buck is the Perfect Package 3.0. I highly recommend it. A lot of times gamers like us have a reputation for being ungroomed and sweaty and unshaven. We just are nasty creatures in the eyes of the media. So I think we start proving them wrong right about now, and they'll be eating their words come 2021. And on top of that, you can impress your significant other or gain one in the first place. Either way, I'm not saying this thing's gonna make you a ladies magnet. I'm saying what's in your pants right now is definitely a lady deterrent. See you when I see you. Enjoy the video. Sorry that was so long, my future ones won't be as long, but I'm sort of on a trial basis. They want around 10 people to interact with my discount code on their website and buy some stuff. The link is in the description, and it would really mean a lot. It would really help this channel grow. So anyway, so far, there is one thing that stands out to me as a net positive for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Kind of a mouthful, but there's one thing I'm excited about, and that is that it is not going to have its own unique battle royale, and Warzone will be a persistent battle royale throughout the life cycle of Cold War. Now, we shouldn't rule out the idea that Treyarch will have influence on that battle royale, but it's more likely that Raven and Infinity Ward, maybe Sledgehammer, they can all work on Warzone separately from Treyarch. And future Call of Duties won't have to create their own battle royale games from scratch for their titles, which is a good thing for the campaign, multiplayer, and PvE experience. Let me explain why I'm excited. My problem with Black Ops 4 is that it didn't have a campaign, multiplayer didn't launch with a ton of content, the Black Ops Pass was short on content, and a lot of people didn't like zombies, but that's not really my area of expertise. I heard a lot of negative things, I heard some good things. It's sort of up in the air, it's sort of a mixed bag. The one thing that I know for certain is that if Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4 didn't have to have battle royales, their multiplayer experiences, their Spec Ops zombie experiences, their campaign experiences would be far different. Battle Royale is a pretty massive undertaking. Those maps don't make themselves, and those mechanics don't make themselves. So, getting Call of Duty to run at that large of a scale, it's not an easy task. So I'm happy that now Treyarch can just focus on multiplayer, zombies, and campaign, and let Warzone be the Battle Royale moneymaker that Activision's loving. And the fact that the only paid DLC in Warzone is cosmetic is fantastic for the consumer. Further great for the consumer is the fact that their cosmetics and things will go throughout the life cycle of Cold War. Everything you're buying in Warzone is important to Warzone. So you don't have to completely switch battle royales and switch ships every year when it comes to battle royale. So everything you've been buying throughout Modern Warfare's life cycle, all the cosmetics and the tracer packs, all of the battle passes, that's not for nothing. I'm so happy that Battle Royale fans, Warzone fans, will have a persistent experience regardless of Modern Warfare's life cycle. Warzone will be its own separate entity. Maybe this is idealistic and overly hopeful, but what we actually might be seeing here is more content at launch, a longer, more fruitful campaign, and those ideas, just that in general, okay, just those two things. More content at launch and a more fruitful campaign, that is far more worth my $60, and it makes me far more excited for Cold War than I would have been otherwise. It's always a pain when your favorite developers seem like they're split between multiple different projects and they can't give any of them enough love. And I like the idea that that's not going to be the case with Cold War. They can put so much more dedicated time into multiplayer and campaign and zombies. And Warzone, it's its own thing. It's hard to just not gush about that. But to avoid reiterating that point further, what are some things we should be worried about when it comes to Call of Duty Cold War, Black Ops Cold War? When it comes down to that, I'm concerned that it is August 18th, and we have not seen any gameplay, no official trailer. We're getting teased and teased and teased, but we haven't had a multiplayer breakdown or anything. And so when we get to September, and if the next Call of Duty launches in October, that'll be very little promotional material before that. I'm really hoping that Cold War launches in late November, hopefully actually after the Xbox Series X and PS5 come out. I would not mind a mid-December release as well. And maybe one of the reasons that they decided to make Warzone a persistent battle royale throughout Cold War's life cycle is that Cold War has been going through development hell, which is why we haven't seen much of it, and why they don't have time to make their own battle royale, and why Warzone has to persist. If that's the case, that's terrifying. We might be getting an incredibly half-assed, weird Call of Duty game, potentially with free-to-play multiplayer, as a games-as-service system, something weird like that. I'm really hoping that Cold War is a solid $60 video game, but I have to say, as a Call of Duty player, I'm more and more nervous about the quality of Cold War the more we don't hear about it. Also, we know that Treyarch had to come and take over the game from Sledgehammer. And seeing how Sledgehammer's last Call of Duty was titled World War II, it would make sense for their next game to also just be directly named after a conflict or period of time, so Cold War. So it's almost, to me, a game that Sledgehammer fumbled, Treyarch had to come and clean up after it, and they're still cleaning up after it. I also wonder if there was any last-minute shifts to the new Call of Duty engine that Modern Warfare is running on, and maybe Treyarch or Sledgehammer was planning on using their older traditional engines, the ones we saw for COD World War II, or Treyarch's engine that we saw with Black Ops 4. I'm saying this not to be negative, but to let you guys know that I'm still being realistic with my expectations. I'm hoping that Warzone being persistent means that Treyarch has less on their hands and can focus more on core Call of Duty Foundation things, like a PvE mode, traditional multiplayer, and a campaign. If they can focus on that and not have to worry about managing and creating a battle royale, we could get an overall better experience with more direct attention from the devs. And with Warzone persisting, Infinity Ward for their next game, whatever it is, Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, they won't have to create an entire Warzone, an entire battle royale from the ground up. Hopefully this persists throughout multiple Call of Duty games. If Sledgehammer makes another COD, if Raven makes a COD, Infinity Ward's next COD, I really hope that Warzone just stays persistent and it gets lots of updates and lots of new features, maybe some new maps, but it won't be directly linked to any specific COD game. In fact, Activision could put a different dev studio altogether on Warzone. It could just be a Sledgehammer Raven thing with some meddling from Infinity Ward and Treyarch from time to time, maybe for certain events. And I think that would be so much better than them having to again craft one from the ground up. So honestly, Call of Duty Cold War, and I might make my own video about this, I think it's gonna be development hell. I think it's going to be lackluster. That's my practical outlook, but I'm hoping and hopeful that they do have something fantastic up their sleeve that blows us away. And really one of the main things I'm hoping for is the same microtransaction and post-launch system that we saw with Modern Warfare. If it doesn't have that, if we go back to supply drops, if we go back to the Battle Pass having way too many tiers, if we go back and regress our post-launch content, we have season passes again, I'm going to be pretty much livid. You guys will get multiple rant videos out of that. And Yeah. Thanks for watching this video, and thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this. Again, use code 1BOOM in the checkout and get the discount and the free shipping. It's super cool. It helps my channel out. Also, that's not what's coming.